Back in Greek mythology, I had a chart up here yesterday, part of a chart. I'm going to show you that whole chart. Here's an example, another example of a promised chart. One day I'll get the video and I'll show you a chart that lays out the gods and goddesses to some extent. But what I like to do early, or liked to do early when I taught this in public school, was show some clips of a movie called Clash of the Titans. It was done in 1981. Now I looked online on YouTube, and you'll have to. I just kind of give up on finding some easy way for you to see it. So I may just have to tell you about it. You can hear the four-wheeler there go the hundreds. This is hunting season. I'll just tell you what you need to know, or what I'd like you to know about Clash of the Titans. You know, you see Zeus, and you see some of these other gods and goddesses in it. But basically, Clash of the Titans is the story. It's the myth of Perseus. In it, Perseus is in great danger as a baby. He's very nearly killed. As a matter of fact, his mother and he, I believe, are put in a box to float out to sea. Here we've got the endangered royal baby. He doesn't come back to be royal, but he comes back to be a great hero. And I should say, we're to understand that Perseus is not a god. He's a hero. His father was a god. He's a son of Zeus. And Zeus doesn't take it well that his son was endangered. Zeus gives him when he grows up, Zeus gives him special weapons. He's got a sword that will cut through anything, a helmet that makes him invisible, and a shield that will save his life someday or something. So there we've got in the fourth section, 4 something, you've got hero's special weapons. Well, he's got these special weapons. In the fifth section, under epic themes, we've got the epic theme of the endangered royal baby here in Perseus. But this one we don't have. He also ends up having a special mount. I call it the hero's special mount, special way of getting around. Pegasus, the winged horse. That's Perseus's horse. And I kind of hold it against Walt Disney. When Walt Disney did their cartoon version of what did they call it? Hercules, I think it was. And they had Hercules riding around on Pegasus. You know, why? Pegasus belonged to Perseus. And with the idea of a hero's special mount, something's wrong in the world if any other person but that hero is on that mount. The Batmobile, when I opened this up to kids to say, all right, give me an example, name a hero, give me their special mount. And of course, the kids love this. They come up with all this stuff from their literature. The Batmobile, they think about it almost immediately. Silver, not necessarily, but that was the Lone Ranger's horse. Hi-ho, silver, away. The General Lee was a car of the Dukes of Hazzard. I never would have thought of this, but I think the kids thought Santa's sleigh. You know, Christmas is coming. Santa is a hero to them, and he's got his sleigh. Sure. Noah's Ark. Yeah, I guess. You know, again, this is one I don't think I would have thought of, but the kids thought of it. Shadowfax is a real clear example in the Tolkien books. It's in, well, that's Gandalf's horse. He becomes important in the second of the books. Well, the second and third books, I think. Shadowfax. Of course, the idea is that ideally only that hero can ride that horse or can be in that. The flying carpet. Aladdin had his flying carpet. So that's a kind of a fun discussion to get into. But anyway, back to Perseus. He has Pegasus. Now, the part that if you don't find the movie, and you know, I even thought about, well, here are the part, you don't have to see the whole movie. It's old, 1981, and the special effects are pretty primitive. But if it's been done recently, 2010, I haven't seen it. I was told it was good. I don't know. But anyway, Perseus has to, he solves a riddle put to him by the Lord of the Marsh, Calibos, a son, I think, of Thetis. Yes, Thetis. Also the mother of Achilles later on, made ugly because he killed horses. He killed rest of the herd, if I have this right, of winged horses. Zeus made him ugly. Anyway, he solves the riddle, and therefore he gets to marry Andromeda. She's the princess of this city, cursed by the riddle. But in the process, her mother, I can't think of her name right now. Her mother, I want to say Calliope, but that's not it. Anyway, her mother insults Thetis, and Thetis puts a curse on the city. The Krakon is going to come destroy the city. Well, Perseus has to get something to stop the Krakon, so he goes to the land of the dead. There he has to pay Charon, the ferryman, to ferry him across to the land of the dead. And why he wants to go there is he wants to get Medusa's head. Now, Medusa is this creature with snakes for hair, so ugly that if you look straight at her, you're turned to stone. Well, he manages to get her head without looking at her, brings it back. Well, I guess I'd be spoiling this, but the odds of you getting this movie and watching it are slim. He holds it up when the Krakon comes to take Andromeda, and the Krakon sees Medusa's face and is turned to stone. So in a nutshell, there is the story of Perseus. I'm still working, I'm trying to think. Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia is Andromeda's mother. Joppa is one of the cities. There's other things too. If you have time, I mean, Clash of the Titans is probably entertaining. You would probably find it entertaining. But I'm going to have more to say about it tomorrow. And I'll assume that you don't watch it. So I'll tell you tomorrow what else I wanted to harvest out of your seeing that. And then we'll go on with Greek mythology. See you tomorrow.